iPad, who are you? I can't see you, and your name says iPad. What's your name?
Looking.
What am I looking at, Susan? Show me.
Yeah.
You're teaching math to Caitlin?
Yeah.
Put it over your face. Put it over your face. I can't see it, but that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. What's up, Mike?
Good. Not bad. Same old.
Good. It's a great. It's a great first mistake, Mike.
Make a mistake?
Yeah.
You asked me.
Don't worry, good mistake.
Good mistake. You asked me what's up. What's up? About my feeling.
Okay, no, I just said what's up. So what was your answer?
What's up? My answer, not bad. It's good.
Okay, right. So actually, we can't say that. Why? Don't ask. Okay. But when we say what's up, usually the reply is nothing, or nothing special, or not much, right? So usually when we or you say what you're doing, or you say what you did. So this what's up does not equal how are you.
Yeah. Same meaning. What are you?
Different meaning.
Different.
No, different meaning. Yeah, different meaning. So
you write something on the paper, but we can't the black screen.
好了。
Okay.
又不好了。
It's a bike screen. You write some like you share your screen, but
okay, 1 second. Yeah, having some technical difficulties. iPad, how are you? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. 好了。Okay.
What's up? Not equal. How are you?
Yeah. So what's up and how are you? Different meaning.
But
what's up just means hi.
Yes, you last time you teach us formal and informal. Textbook. How are you means to textbook. What's up? Like a friend meets the. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But when we say what's up, the answer is usually like nothing or not much, or it's just what's up just means hi. Just means hello. Like, hey, what's up? Hi. Yeah.
Oh, so response just hi again. Hi. What's up?
Or hey, what's up? Or nothing, or yeah, nothing special, or something like that. Yeah, not much, or what's up means yeah. That doesn't mean how are you. Different meaning. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great.
It's like when we see someone for the first time, like we're looking at Yukiko here, and we're like, hey, Yukiko.
Hi.
What's new? Right? And this means like how have similar to like how have you been? What's new? Like from last time I saw her was Monday, and now is now. So what's new between these two times? What's new?
Yeah, should answer more information.
Yeah, so when we say what's new, we just kind of say, we kind of just tell us what's new. Or you can also say nothing, right?
Yeah.
What's new? Or nothing special.
Yeah.
Something like that as well.
Same old.
Yeah, same old. So Yukiko, what's new?
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Every time I see Yukiko, her hair is different.
Really?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
every time. Yeah, Chi, what's up?
Nothing special. Same thing, different day.
Same thing, different day.
Yes.
All right. And that's everybody. iPad, I don't know who you are, but hi. I know you're watching, and I saw your face for a second, but now you're gone. Not sure. But today, as promised, I think some of my staff kind of sent out maybe a message. We're going to be talking about pronunciation. But Elaine, we're gonna be doing Singlish pronunciation.
No.
No? Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So this will be pretty basic, but still, my students in pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced. So like Elaine, right? They still are making these very common mistakes. I don't actually usually like teaching pronunciation, but this is something I do like actually. So basically today we're kind of talking about voiced and unvoiced consonants. Okay, so voiced and unvoiced consonants. So consonants are like F, V, G, K, right? Not vowels, right? So we're not going to talk too much about vowels today because two reasons. One, British English and American English vowels can be very different, but consonants generally are the same. So this will be okay for British and American English. Yeah. So it's fine. Ming Tai, Ping Ping, long time no see. Hao Zhou Bujin.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, fine. And you?
Yeah, good.
How are you?
It's a long time no see.
Yes, long time no see.
What's new?
What's new?
I start to study advanced class now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it? Congratulations. How's advanced?
I feel a bit of difficult
Why?
because I learn a lot of new words. Yeah.
Lots of new
Told you.
vocabulary.
Yes, a lot of new words.
New vocabulary.
Yes, new vocabulary.
Yeah, new words, new vocabulary. Yep, that's
Yeah.
the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, in the first page, I learned a lot of new vocabulary. First page, so I think I will learn more.
Which book are you using?
Face.
Face to face.
Yes, face to face.
Advanced.
Good book. Yeah, that's a good book.
Congratulations, Ping Ping.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got
Hello, Lei.
you
Hi.
got more promotion.
Yeah, you've been promoted to the final level.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Classmate.
Yes,
Who?
hi,
Who's your?
Elaine. We are
Elaine is in
classmates.
your class. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Lei, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. Everything's okay.
You're fine. Good. Everything is okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So,
By the way,
three
you
answers.
have the new hairstyle?
My wife cut my hair for me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you had a cat haircut.
I had a haircut, but I didn't pay for it. It was
Okay.
free.
Your
Good.
wife have good skills.
Yeah, looks good.
It's okay, but if you look at the back, it's not so good. So yeah, just as the zoom, it looks good on Zoom. Now from behind, so it's perfect. Actually, it's perfect.
It's
It looks very
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Your hair is species for you.
Yeah, well, it's very important to me. Like I told you that already. So I told you this. I told my daughter I was going to shave my head, and she cried. So
My boyfriend shaped his hair to bald.
Oh, wow.
Almost.
No
I?
hair.
Yeah.
No hair.
Just
Oh.
a little.
Like me.
Like Mike? Yeah.
Like me.
No, like yeah.
Before,
Short-
like me. Like
Short
me.
than you. Short than you.
Wow.
Short
like
than
this.
Mac? Wow. Okay.
Yes. It's really like a bald.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
When
Because he doesn't know the hair salon will be open at 12 this month.
Yeah. 12.
Last month.
Yes.
Yeah, before the announcement, he shaved the
cheap.
I mean,
By
it's actually smart, to be honest. It's actually smart to just
Oh my God.
shave it. Yeah.
cheap by himself.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So let's get to this. If you guys have any questions as we're going along, just ask. I'll try to save some time for any other questions that you guys have during your classes or whatever. And Ming Tai, I don't know who you are. I know you're listening, so you can say hi as well whenever you want. All right, so pretty easy. Again, today we're talking about unvoiced and voiced consonants. Okay. So the easy thing to remember is that these pairs always have the same mouth position. So the mouth position is the same. Just we have two things. Okay. So we have unvoiced, which means there's no vibration. So for example, if you can hear this like zzz, right? Zzz, there's a vibration there, right?
Yeah.
Like a buzzing sound or something like that. Exactly. So so that's with vibration, and then without, so no vibration. So for example, we can start with, pair number one. So if we want to make this sound, right, we have to kind of, bite your lip a little bit and
Can you put your mouth towards the camera and
I know,
show
this can be
your
super embarrassing.
beautiful
Wait, did I brush my teeth?
Girl, you go closer. Let me have a look.
Elaine, you're an actor, not a dentist. All right, so fast, like fast, right?
Fast.
So you kind of got to make sure you bite your lip. And if you can hear like the air coming up. I don't know how noisy that is, so I apologize. Right?
Yeah.
Fast.
Fast.
Okay. Fast. This is going to be my most embarrassing video ever, by the way, just to let you guys know. So I'm doing this for you. So you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
All right. So like fast, or like, we talk about like if I want to go to Batam, right? I take a ferry. Right? I take a ferry.
Ferry.
Very ship.
A ferry. Okay, Mike, I see one in your background there. Okay.
Very.
So if we want to contrast that with the voiced consonant, right? It's right. So you can hear the difference. But the mouth position, yeah. Right. So vast.
Vast.
Vas.
Okay. So it's really difficult to hear you guys because you're all doing it at the same time, which is great. It's perfectly important to practice. But this is something you can practice at home, right? You just record yourself and you say fast and vast and fast and vast.
Fast ferry.
Right? Or like fairy and very. Very.
Very.
Very.
So on the throat have a vibration.
Yeah. So it's,
Very and very.
right.
Very.
So it's kind of here we're making the here also.
Very.
Vast.
Very.
Vast.
Very fast.
So when we do pronunciation, when we practice pronunciation, it's really important to exaggerate.
Exaggerate.
Right?
Articulate.
So for example, Elaine's happy today. So for example, you know, a native speaker, if you look at my mouth, I would say like very fast. You can't see that I'm making any movement. But if I'm practicing, it'll be like very, right? Very. I want to make it very
Scary.
straight. Like my wife is very crazy for crawling on the floor. Very. Okay. So again, these two F and V, they have the exact same mouth position, right? They have the exact same mouth position, but the sound is different. So right? So can you hear the difference on the I hope you can hear it. Oh. That was crazy. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but that was fun. Yeah. So and so you have to practice that. Really, you have to practice that. It's really, really, really important. You have to practice that. Super important. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my YouTube up here. Sometimes it. Anyway. So move on. Let's move on to. So again, these two sounds. Okay. The K and the G, right? K or C, right? C and K have the same meaning, right? So same. This is kind of back in the throat. This is very difficult for like if Ming Thai is Thai. I'm not sure if you're Thai, if from Thailand, maybe. This is actually quite difficult for Thai speakers. And G and G. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So this comes from back to the sound, right? Come. Okay. So same. So same voice. So gum. Okay, so come and gum. Okay, so come and gum. So if you can hear the difference, that's really here, right? You can see this moving. This is pretty easy for Chinese speakers actually, because you guys have these two sounds, right? Like, and Japanese also has these two sounds, so actually quite easy, right? Yeah, this is easy for you guys. So this is not easy for like Myanmar, Thai, Vietnam. These pronunciations really, really hard. It's difficult for them. They don't have this sound, so it's really hard for them to make that g sound. So really, really, really hard. So May, if you're watching this, I remember teaching you that really hard. So. And pronunciation really importantly, pronunciation is about practice. It's all about practice, practice, practice. It's like doing yoga or any type of muscle practice, going to the gym, playing golf. So pronunciation doesn't matter if you're advanced, like Ping Ping, Elaine, or if you're a beginner, like someone else. Actually, it doesn't matter what level you are. You can fix your pronunciation because you just have to fix your mouth, your tongue, your throat, all those things you have to fix. I'm gonna slowly find out who's watching TV in the background. Someone, I can hear it. Anyway, not important.
Yeah, not me.
Okay, so k and g, should be easy for the people who are watching this on Zoom. YouTube, if you have any problems with pronunciation, just let me know. Next one is, so this is, I don't want to get into the technical terms about all these things. It's like glottal stops and plosives and stuff like that. Not important. Like, if we're going to make the sound, right? Pit. Pit. Peter picked a pickled pear. So, pretty sure this is called a plosive, like a bomb, right? Like, right? So there's no sound there, right? It's all just air. If I make the B sound, there's that vibration there.
Boom, boom.
So what I'm going to do is actually, which I think this will be really helpful, is, and this is nothing, I'm just going to mute all of you guys for now. Okay, don't worry, you can unmute yourself, but I'm just going to mute you first. So yeah, p and b, p and b, right? So that's the difference. Same mouth position. All of these pairs have the same mouth position. So it's just about practicing. And as you're practicing, if your mouth starts to feel pain, that's a good thing. Okay, no pain, no gain. Okay, yeah, Elaine's already on that. Okay, I can't hear you guys, but I can see you. No pain, no gain. So p and b, because we really want to exaggerate when we're doing this, when we're practicing pronunciation, right? We want to make our mouth move as much as possible. Okay, we want to make our mouth move as much as possible. Yukiko, you're laughing at me. It's fine. This is, it's supposed to be funny. Okay, so like p and b, right? Of course, a native speaker will just say pit, right? It's very fast, pit, right? But if I'm practicing, it'll be pit, pit. If I want to do the B, bit, right? Very fast as a native speaker, bit, right? Bit, bit, right? We want to extend that sound. So imagine we're practicing this. It's kind of like, you know, and you're kind of holding this. Then you're saying the final one. So bit, right? You kind of want to make it explode like a bomb, right? Bit. So something like very, right? We say like very, right? So when we're practicing this, we really want to expand. We want to make it longer. We want to make it as long as possible. And then that will really, really help. So again, I can't hear you. If you want me to hear you, you just have to unmute yourself. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so this one, especially for my Chinese students, this one's really, really hard. S and z, s and z. Okay, so same. If my wife's also interested in this, right? So same thing. I want to say sip, right? I want to really extend that. Really make that long, like a snake, right? If we make a snake sound. Now, why this is difficult is because most Chinese use this to say TH, like 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, right? I have 3 kids, right? No, that's wrong, right? That's going down here. We're going to say in this pair here, right? So that's actually where it's not so difficult. The sound is not so difficult, but using it as a TH is wrong. So that's one of the big problems there. And then zip, right? So again, we want to draw that out, right? Want to make that as long as possible. So if you're practicing that, zip, right? Want to make that long sound and do that. And you guys have to do this like every day. Otherwise, you'll just go back to your old habits because your Chinese pronunciation, your Japanese pronunciation from when you're a baby, even before you were 1 year old, you're learning pronunciation. So it's actually a disadvantage for you guys. So that's really, really, really hard. So yeah. So moving on to t. So T, right? T. So the tongue is touching the back of your teeth, t, 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 or like just at the top behind your teeth there. We got another person joining in here. I don't know who that is, but hi. Oh, iPhone's coming. That's awesome. So t and d, right? So the pronunciation, the sound is the same. Your tongue is touching behind your teeth, okay? So t, t, and d, d. Same mouth position, okay? It's always the same, never changes, okay? So t and d. So you can practice that at home. Again, really, really important. You can watch this video again. You can listen to me. Then you can record yourself and be like, oh, do I sound the same as Matt? Oh, t, d, right? So like tip and dip, right? Tip and dip, right? Ton and done, right? So maybe these are easy for you, right? But we can just add another example there, like tip and dip, right? Ton and done, okay? Really, really not so difficult, this one, okay? T, d, remember? Just at the back of your mouth, okay? Actually, where kind of when you say L, similar possession when the L, this is difficult for you, Kiko, I know. L and R, right? Really, really hard. We could talk about that after this. Okay, so next we have, okay, bye iPhone. Next we have ch and j, right? Ch as in church. Ch as in church or cherry or chop, something like that. Ch, 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 right? So again, your tongue is similar to the t, ch, t, ch, very similar position as T sound, but we're making a ch sound. So your tongue's a bit more flat, right? Ch. I can't show you the inside of my mouth. It's impossible. Ch, okay, but something like that, okay? So ch and j, j, right? So church and j, j, jazz, j, j. I think Chinese has this sound as well, so it should be easy for you guys. Japanese, sorry, you don't have this sound. J, judge, right? Judge. Usually this is the J sound or like a GE sound, right? When we have that, we see the j, right? Jazz and ch, ch, j, j, ch, ch, j, j. So you can really hear the vibration on that one, okay? Moving on, this one is not so easy because the tongue has to come out of your mouth, especially when we're practicing, okay? So we're at, so this one is really hard. So when you practice, you have to kind of talk like this, okay? And I stick the tongue out, right? Stick the tongue out as far as I can, and say, my wife's laughing at me, which is fine. This is really hard because a lot of people are like, right? So we gotta really, and Ping Ping's laughing. But one thing we can do to practice is actually hold your tongue. So you gotta wash your hands first. I think my hands are clean. I washed them yesterday. And Elaine, nice. I like this. Even though you're on YouTube, you're still holding your tongue. It's great. Right? So you got to make sure that sound is coming out. So for example, this comes from Singapore. Elaine, this is probably what you do. You say 1, 2, tree, right? Like a tree, okay? That's not correct, okay? We say 1, 2, 3, 3, okay? So your tongue is like getting scratched by your teeth.
3,
Okay, yeah, 3.
3, 3.
Yeah, 3 and tree are different, right? 3 and tree, okay, different, all right? So the difference between and okay, just like again, my Chinese students are probably saying 3, right? 1, 2, 3, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, good job, Susan. You got to get that tongue out of there. And then everybody's got to see it. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so you can practice that. So there's one for this one. Okay, there's one nice little tongue twister. You guys can practice this at home. Okay, 3. Three thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts. 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts. So we're mixing between voiced and unvoiced. Okay, so here we have 3, and here we have this, or the, or 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts. Okay, so that's all here. Okay, that's all here. So we're practicing unvoiced th here. Okay, 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts. If 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts, how many thoughts did they think? Okay, so just like we talked about when we're talking about learning or improving your speaking without a speaking partner, you can look in the mirror or you can record yourself on video. My mouth is already hurting after this. I've been talking for 32 minutes. It's pain because I'm exaggerating the movement. But again, if I'm saying 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts, right? I want to see my tongue blah, 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 coming out like that, right? 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts. Now, if you don't see your tongue, 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts, right? It's wrong. Okay. Hi, Snower. How are you? Good to see you watching on YouTube. 3 thin thieves thought 1,000 thoughts, right? So really, you need to practice that like 100 times a day, right? Probably, and that'll really help with TH. But you got to see that. Okay, even if you practice like that, you're going to teach your tongue to go out of your mouth. Okay, it's really important. So, and 3 and this, right? This, okay, not easy. This. A lot of my students will say, this one, right? This one. No. This, okay? All right, last one. Woo, this is hard. Shh. So this one's really easy. Same position. Shh. Just like you're telling someone to be quiet. Shh. Now you gotta make the kissing face. This. Shh. 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 So shh. So television. Okay. A lot of my students will say television. Television. Right? No. Television. Television. So shh and sh. You're going to make this television. Television. And make that kissy face. Television. You do this? You guys want to do this on YouTube? No? Fing is shy. Television. Oh, my mouth. Your mouth hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. Yeah, so I had to teach my daughter, for example, this kid walking in right here. I had to teach her 3. Emma, how do you say 3? Nice. Okay, show them. Show them how you say 3. No, come here. Look at the video. Show me. Okay, it's fine. Show them how do you say 3. Show them your mouth.
3.
No, like this.
3.
Stop. Say it properly. 3.
3.
She's a native speaker. It's difficult for her too. Don't worry. She's running away. Kids struggle with pronunciation too.
I actually written a poem actually, and I try to use difficult words, the pronunciation one. So one of them is that further, my father pushed me farther.
Further. Okay, this is the unvoiced. Right?
Further.
This.
My
This.
father.
My father.
Father. Push me.
That?
Father.
Yeah, so this is simple, right? We just have further. My father. Push me.
Push me. Further.
Further. Yeah. Good. Not easy. Pronunciation, not easy. My mouth hurts, actually. I don't know about you guys. My mouth hurts. Like exercise. Should be like that. If your mouth doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. Okay, you gotta do it that way. Okay, does anyone have any questions about that, or any comments, or any concerns, or any problems, or anything?
Just check, isn't it the last one is father, F-A?
Oh, actually, both are okay.
Huh? It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, farther and further. Farther and further.
Father. Father.
Father. Further. Oh, it's so difficult, man.
Not easy, I know.
Yeah.
Farther and further. Farther and further. Same meaning, different pronunciation. Fur and far. Fur and far.
Father. Further.
So for you guys, what's the most difficult thing about pronunciation, or what do you care? Do you care about pronunciation?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I cannot
Ping ping.
yeah, I cannot speak word vocabulary and word and work. Not speak
Words.
that.
Above words.
No,
Not constant.
the work, yeah, work and walking.
Yeah, it's all difficult
It's
for
really
me.
and you
Work.
know the word and
Yeah.
word all over the world, and yes, word, yeah, really
World.
difficult for me. World.
Right. So this kind of comes with R and L.
World.
Right. So this kind of comes with R and L. So if we're pronouncing the R now, this is our tongue, okay? So I can make it red because I have that open. Okay, our tongue is kind of curled back like that when we want to make an R. So when we make an R sound. Now, this is super difficult, especially for Yukiko, right? Really, really hard. L and R in Japanese, it's the same sound. Almost impossible to hear the difference, right? But now the American R is a little bit different. So if we think about like if this is the right, this is the back of your teeth, right, from the front, right? So this is so actually for the American R, at the back of your teeth, the tongue is touching. So R. So it's back and up. So if this is your tongue, okay, it's back and up.
World. World.
I know it's gross. You don't want to see inside my mouth. But R. Thank you, Snower. With British English, the tongue does not touch the teeth. Okay, it's like oh, right? So that's like why an American would say water, and it has that hard R sound, but a British person would say water.
Water.
If there's any British people watching this, I'm not good at British accents, so don't get mad at me. But water, right? Water.
Water.
Right? So this sound we find in work and word.
Work.
So today what I taught you, right, is really, really easy because it's just one sound, right? T, or something like that. K, g, right? Something like that. It's one sound, right? But then we're taking the vowel sound or another consonant sound, and then we're taking these sounds and we're putting them together, right? So that's where it gets really, really tricky. But it's the same thing. We're just teaching our mouth, right? We're teaching our mouth to make those different movements, just like you teach your body to do yoga poses from one pose to the next pose, right? The first time you do it, you're like shaking and you're like, how do I do this? But second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, 100th time, you start to figure it out, right? So this is like wha. It's really difficult to skip. So here is wha. Your mouth has two movements. Wha. Right? Wha, Okay, we talked about that. Tongue back. Okay. Right? Right? Work. So, and are different, right? And different sound, right?
Yeah.
And are different, right? Right? This is wa. So just like when you go to the doctor and you have a sore throat, like me today because of this video, you say right? The doctor will be like, right? And you stick your tongue out and you say walk. Okay. Not easy. Walk. And then the first one is work. Work.
Work.
Work.
Work.
Walk.
Walk.
So look, so on these two words, right? The beginning is the same, the end is the same, the middle is different, right? The middle is different. Were. Look at my mouth. When I say work, my mouth stays closed, kind of. Work.
Work.
But if I want to say the second one, I have to say walk.
Walk.
Walk. Walk. Walk.
Walk.
Walk.
Okay. You just have to practice that, because this is three sounds together, right? Work, 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 right? Work, work. So I'm just muting all again for 1 second. It's a bit noisy. But I can say this just like we were at school. We were at school. We were at school, right? Were, right? We were. But it's just like saying work, 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 right? So it'd be like do, work, right? But of course, this is OR when we spell it, right? But work, work, work. My mouth is small. Work, 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 right? But this one, right? The L is silent, of course. This just sounds like AW. Walk. My mouth opens. Wah, wah. I can't say that without opening my mouth. Walk. Right? Very difficult. Walk, walk. So again, a native speaker, if I'm saying that really quickly, I walk to work, right? I walk to work. If you make that slower, I walk to work, right? Big, small. I walk to work. I walk to work. My mouth is open and closed. I walk to work, right? So if we say that, or like half closed, right? I walk to work, walk, work, walk, work, walk, work, or, right? Different, okay? So here, so that's good, walk and work. Don't worry, if you have a question, I'll unmute you in a second. If we have word, right? This is the same. So all of this, if we talk about these three, work and word, same, but this, the end is different. Work, word, work, word, right? Same. And then here, the L is not silent. Okay, the L is not silent. So when we make the L sound, okay, our tongue, if we want to practice, is like this. Our tongue is out. Whirl, whirl, world. This is a difficult pronunciation because o is difficult. It's like ul kind of thing. World, difficult. So this is like world. It's like 3 or 4 mouth movements. Okay, so you got to practice that. World. So but this word is really hard because the transition from R to L is not easy. Yukiko's probably dying there, right? And then L to D is also not easy, right? So world, old. It's like old, right? Old, not easy. Old. So again, when we're practicing this, we want to make it sound ridiculous first, kind of crazy first. World, right? We kind of want to exaggerate each sound, and then we slowly make it faster and faster and faster until we say world. 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 Not easy. Word. Word. World. So the L has, that's the hard part, is the L is coming out. Okay. It's fun. It's fun today. This is like, I don't need to exercise today. I think I'm losing.
It's hard for you.
For me, I always confuse ride a horse and buy a horse. Horse and horse. Too similar. Too similar.
House.
I bought a new horse. I read a beautiful horse.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the main point here is the how the sound is a hard sound. It's just kind of like you're breathing out. Horse. Saying or. So just what's this word?
Horse.
Or. That word's easy, right? If somebody hits me, ow, I say ow.
Ow.
Ow. Say house. You're super brave. You're putting this on YouTube too. That's great. That's awesome. Right? But if you say, so let me just, I'm going to mute everybody but Mike here. So Mike, you asked this question, so I'm going to mute everybody but Mike. But like, this is the difference, right? Ow, ow. Mike, say ow.
Ow.
So house.
House.
And or. Horse.
Horse.
Right? House, horse. House, horse. So this is similar to walk and work, right? For house, my mouth is big. House, horse. House, horse.
Horse.
So say how.
House.
How do you say this word? How?
How.
How?
How.
How?
How.
How?
How.
How?
How.
House.
House.
Okay, and then horse.
Horse.
Better, right? You see that? Horse, right? That's really important, right? How, big mouth, house, and horse. House, horse. House, horse. Really paying. House, horse. House and horse. Susan's happy today. Susan's laughing at me. This is great. Paul.
How about R behind?
Say that
Like
again.
for? How about the R behind? Like for?
Horse.
So again, Elaine, so one thing, far, fa and far, right? Maybe a British person would say fa. That house is really fa, right? But I would say far. I have the hard R sound.
But can you hear my R? You cannot hear my R, right?
No, because Singlish, because you speak Singlish, which is fine. But Singlish has, there's nothing wrong with Singlish. Singlish has a British English influence, right? So a lot of those soft R sounds come from British English. That's all. So it's not, to sound like me, then, you would need to change, bye Susan, you would need to change quite drastically your pronunciation, your mouth movement, right? Water, right? A Singaporean would say water. Yeah, I want some water, right? So it's a little bit different. Water, 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 right? So it's different sounds.
Water.
Different in consonants.
Water. Water.
So in fact, like an American would say water, like
Water.
water,
Water.
as like a D sound, right? Like water.
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
And like a British would say like water, water,
Water.
like water. Yeah. So not easy, but again, really, really important. If you guys want to practice this, right? If you do all of these, if you do all of these the whole day, then you're in trouble, right? Because you want to choose like one, work on that for 1 week and really try to master it, get better at it, get perfect at it. So like, choose the one that's most difficult or choose the one that's easier. So like fast, fast, vast, fast, right? Really want to practice that. Record yourself, listen to it, be like, do I hear the difference? Is there a difference? Is there no difference? You can show your teacher. Online's a little bit difficult, but you can bring that here next on Friday. K, g, gum, g, gum, g, gum, right? It, right? Right? Very, very different. Right? I really want to practice the difference between those two. Okay? Duh, right? Duh. And then the next step, right? The next step with like t and duh, right, is kind of working on those transitions like earled, erd. So we take another consonant, we match it with the duh, right? We try to put those two sounds together, right? And we just slowly kind of build up from one consonant, one syllable, duh, earled, world, right? And we just kind of start to build up those words, right? The last thing I'll show you, right, is a lot of my students, when they want to pronounce something, okay, if we look at the word world, right, most students try to go this way, world. Actually, I say this is wrong. I say you go from back to front. Duh. Old, earled, world, right? So we go from the end, right? If you work your way backwards, it's actually much easier to learn that pronunciation.
How about mild?
So this has to be a hard my. This is this is my pen. Mild. Nice. Who said that? Lei, good job. Mild.
Thank you.
Mild. So it's important, not that you want to watch this video again, but it's important to actually watch a native speaker doing this. So actually watching this video again would actually be a good thing for you guys. To watch this and to and just look at my mouth and when I'm doing that and just a mild, right? And just try to copy the same position. Again, I bring up yoga a lot, but just like you would look at your yoga teacher, if they were doing something, you would try to copy them. It's the same thing you're looking at. My mouth is my yoga body. So look at it and try to copy it. And that would really, really help. a lot.
Yeah.
So, but again, you're gonna have to watch this again, and it's funny anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's funny. So I'm tired now.
But you are tired, I know. It's hard for you.
Tired now. Today was
To
a
do
lot
the
of work
job.
for me. It's okay, no problem. Yeah, so we just have about a couple minutes left. Any questions? Anything else? Not about pronunciation? Any questions from class or any issues? Any problems? Yukiko, no.
No.
Nothing. Mike, Elaine, Ping Ping, advanced.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no questions, then that's it. So thank
Yep.
you. Yeah, thanks for coming. Tomorrow's no school, as you guys know, so don't go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is a
Public.
holiday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a holiday, so no YouTube
Yeah.
either. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
So have a good holiday. Stay home and stay safe. And yeah, thank you.
Stay
Yeah,
home.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
House.
Bye.
You're welcome. Yeah, stay in your house, Mike. Your house.
Same house.
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 Horse.
House.
House.
Not your
House.
horse. Don't stay on your horse. Bad idea.
Yeah.
No horses right now. Stay in your house.
Stay horse.
Oh.
That's another meaning.
Not a meaning.
Elaine, this is a PG video. Okay?
Well, yeah, it's general. I don't know. You're talking
Please,
about
it's
horses.
Horse
Okay.
as in the animal. The animal. Okay, the animal.
I see. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were.
Stay horse.
Okay, so thank you guys. Go drink
Okay.
some beer.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Kiko. Bye, Ping Ping. Bye, Mike.
Hey.
Something like that. Oh, thank you, Ming Tai. It's very nice. I don't know who Ming Tai is, but she commented. So anyway, thank you, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Snower, I think you're there. You guys can always just say something in the chat. Snower said something. There's 4 people watching. I don't know who you are. But anyway, thanks. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe. You can share it. You know, I don't know if you know this, but you can share things on like Facebook, WeChat, Twitter. You can share all those things. So if you like this video, if you think it's helpful for you, it's probably helpful for your friends. So be nice to your friends and share. Share. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Thank you. Bye, Snower.